footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, breaking down the Ravens versus the Colts. Now let's look at Indianapolis to see what their keys to victories are against the Ravens defense and offense.
When you look at the Colts offense, you still have to respect the talent that they have on the flanks. Pierre Garçon, Reggie Wayne, these guys are still talented playmakers. So what I would do to attack the Baltimore Ravens is I would work the short to intermediate passing game, because what that is going to do is put those linebackers of the Ravens in a situation where they're going to have to drop back in coverage. And what that also is going to do is open up the running game for guys like Donald Brown and also DeLone Carter. These guys should be able to have some success running the football if the Colts are able to attack these guys in the passing game. Again, working the short to intermediate passing game is where they can have some success versus the Baltimore Ravens. Because let's be honest, Dan Orlovsky went 30 out of 37 last week against the New England Patriots, so he has some ability, and that's going to be the biggest test on offense. Now you look at the defensive side of the football, it's all about getting pressure on Joe Flacco. If those defensive ends can be a nuisance to Flacco in that offense, that's going to disrupt the passing game. Because I really like the matchup of the linebackers of the Indianapolis Colts against the running game of the Baltimore Ravens. So I'll look for these guys to work that pass rushing angle and make it one-dimensional. If they can do that, then the Colts can have a chance in this matchup.
Now let's take a look at the Ravens' offensive keys to victories before we move over to the defensive side of the football and see what they can do to defeat the Indianapolis Colts.
The Ravens offense has to start with Ray Rice. This guy should be in the discussion for MVP candidate. He's that valuable to that offense, and that's what they have to do against the Colts. The Colts have problems stopping the run. I can get out this analyst chair and go rush against the Colts and get at least 85 yards. So imagine what a guy like Ray Rice can do right now, the way he's running. And you look at Joe Flacco in the passing game. When you're looking at where the Colts are weakest, their cover 2 defense is losing a lot of steam because they, one, have problems getting pressure on the QB, and two, the coverage on the back end struggles. So I look for the passing game to have some success, and the way you defeat a cover 2, you widen it out and attack vertically. You can send 4 verticals at a cover 2 defense, and you can effectively get big plays in the passing game. And I think the Ravens offensive line will prove to match up well versus that Colts defensive line. Now you look at the defensive side of the football, you got T. Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, and we don't know if Ray Lewis is going to be back yet, but without Ray Lewis, they're still able to get some pressure. Reason being, Haloti Ngata and company are doing a great job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage. So look for the push to come from the interior of that Colts offensive line. So the Ravens should be able to slow down the ground game, and also they should be able to get a lot of pressure on Dan Orlovsky. And they could do that. You know, guys on the back end like Ed Reed and company, those guys will be in position to make a lot of plays on a couple of errant passes.
Take a look at some X factors to see which players or player can have an impact on the outcome in this matchup.
X factor for the Colts has to be the run defense pressure and the pass rush. That has to be the forefront. They have to slow down the run and also get after Flacco. X factor for the Ravens has to be the tight end play. Ed Dixon is a guy that's having an outstanding season. Dennis Pitta is another guy that's very solid. They have to control the middle with those 2 tight ends. To go with Baltimore in this game, I don't think they'll have a letdown against the Colts playing at home. Tough defense, both strong on offensive and defensive line, should lead the Ravens to victory.
For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan, and listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.